So, hello everyone. I just observed this fact that we humans have become too much dependent on machines at this point of our lives, and we have stopped applying things by our own selves. And I don't think that's a very good thing to do. Let us take a prominent example. Even if we want to perform simple calculations, we take the help of a calculator, no matter how small the calculation might be, because just we take machines for granted that we have a calculator. Let's do it on it. So I think we should take the initiative to do it by our own selves, because it also helps in our self development. So this video is actually a small effort from my side to introduce to you guys a few simple mathematics calculation tricks which are generally given contributed to our society by the Vedic mathematics. And it actually is going to help all of us, not just a specific audience but all of us, and no matter in what stage of life you are, it will help you a lot. And that is the whole objective behind recording this video. So without any further delay, let's start the discussion. So the first trick which I'm going to discuss is how to square a number which ends with 5. Now, let's take an example. If you are squaring a number, say 35, and you want to square it, how do you do it on the tip of your fingers? What you need to do is, the answer would contain 25 as the last two digits, because the 25 comes from squaring 5. So 5 squared is 25. So the last two digits of your answer would be 25. And what you need to do is, to get the first few digits of your answer, you were squaring 35, right? So you take 3, which was the first digit of 35, and which is the next digit after 3, that is 4, right? So you multiply 3 and 4, so you get 12. So ultimately your answer is 1225, 1225. 25 I mentioned earlier that you have to take as the last two digits, and 3 into 4 we got by our which is a part of the trick actually. So it's 1225. It works for any number. Let's take another example, say 75. So you can square it by 25, you have as the last two digits, and 7 into 8 is 56. So the answer is 5625. If you have a calculator, you can keep checking, so that even if I go wrong, which I don't think I would be, because it takes a lot of practice, but still, if somewhere it goes wrong, you can just catch it. So this is the first trick which I was trying to talk about. The second trick is a very interesting one, which almost everybody would need. Everybody actually does it in real lives. How to subtract a number from 1000 or 10,000. So first I'll take the example of 1000. Actually the same trick applies for both 1000 and 10,000 rule, but I'll just take an example of 1000. Take example of 1000 as well as 10,000. So if we are subtracting 543 from 1000, how to do it on the tips of our fingers? What you need to do is, the number you are subtracting from 1000, you need to subtract the first two digits of that number with 9 and the last digit with 10. So if I am subtracting 543 from 1000, the answer would be 9 minus 5 4, 9 minus 5 4, 9 minus 4 5, and 10 minus 3 7. So the answer would be 457. So 1000 minus 543 would be 457. You can also apply the same rule when you are subtracting a number from 10,000. If you are subtracting 10,000 minus 2697, it's when we initially give you the calculation, you get a bit hesitant. No, I'll need a calculator. It's not possible to do it. Possible for me to do it manually, but it is. Now you know it, right? So you have to apply the same thing. Just remember, the last digit needs to be subtracted from 10, and the initial digits before the last digit need to be subtracted from 9, and you'll get your answer. Interesting, right? There's a lot more to it, but yeah, let's move on to the next one. So the next trick is the third trick which I'm going to talk about is how to quickly multiply a number with 11. This is actually taught to us in our school level, but a lot of people don't remember it actually and forget to use it in our daily lives. So if I'm multiplying a number, say 233 with 11, how to do it quickly? So you need to keep the first digit intact and the last digit intact. The digits which would come in the between would be by adding the consecutive digits. Let's say I'll help you try it. So if you're multiplying 233 with 11, the answer would be, you keep the first digit intact 2 and the last digit of the 233 intact, so you get the last digit as 3, and the digits in between would be 2 plus 3 5 and 3 plus 3 6. So the answer would be 2563. I'll repeat, 233 into 11 is 2563. 2 and 3 are intact, and you add the digits in the between. So 233 into 11 is 2, then 2 plus 3 5, then 3 plus 3 6, and then 3. So answer would be 2563. It works for any number. You can just give it a try, and I hope it helps. So the next trick which I am moving on to is how to square a number which is near to 50. So what you need to do is, if I'm taking a number, say 47, and I want to square it quickly. So first of all, you need to take 25 as the base, 50 divided by 2, 25 as the base, and then the number which you're trying to square, 47, you need to find out how far the number is. Let me repeat once again. I think I went a little bit fast. So if I'm squaring a number 47, so I need to take 50 as the base, and 47 is how much far from 50? It is 3. And now let's take 25 in our heads. So 25, we got it in our head, and 47 was 3 times 3 digits away from 50. So 25 minus 3 is 22, and again with the 3 which we had found out that for 47 was 3 digits away from 50, we need to square it. So ultimately the answer of 47 square would be 25 minus 3, 22, and 47 is and 3 squared is 09. So the answer would be 2209. So this is how you can quickly square a number which is near to 50. We can take another example, say 46. So you can just try it by yourselves by pausing the video. So it is 25 minus 4. Remember 50 minus 46. So it would be 21, and 4 squared is 16. So it would be 2116. That's correct. And similarly, we can square a number which is near to 100. It is a bit less complicated than what it was in the case of 50, because we were taking 2 bases, 50 and 25 in our heads. While you're squaring a number which is near to 100, let's say 98, what you need to do is again find the distance between 100 and 98, that is 2, and you need to take 100 as the base itself. Now what you need to do is, 100 was 2 digits away from 98, right? So take 2 into 2, 4. You multiply the distance by 2, that is 4, and you subtract it from 100. So you get 100 minus 4, that is 96, and again the distance which you had obtained, you square it, so you get 9604. So again we can take another example, say 97 we are taking, or let's take example of 94. So if you are squaring 94 is 6 digits away from 100. So you need to subtract 100 minus 6 into 12, that is 88. And you need to square 6, which was the distance between 100 and 94, that is 36. So the answer for 94 square would be 8836. So I hope these are the few tricks which I wanted to share with you guys, and a lot of people that know me actually would be accustomed with these tricks, because I keep sharing it with everyone I meet to spread it and to make the world a much better world, who can calculate stuff at their fingertips and just keep going ahead in lives and develop themselves. So I hope this video helps, and you keep practicing. Just seeing the video won't make you an expert. Practice is the key, and I hope you guys keep doing it. So thank you very much for watching the video. Bye bye.